Well, is Blake Lively now suing the whole internet? We've got some new subpoenas that just went out. Denise Richards' husband, Aaron, is denying the DV allegations. We have a Coldplay affair. Is that another conscious uncoupling? And a feud between Andy Cohen and Dan Levy. Lots to get into. I hope you're ready for it. Let's dive in. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. What's going on, everybody in the club? Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Everybody in the club. Happy Monday. Oh, okay. Is my video off? Uh, Is it delayed? Like, if I move, does it move slow? Yes, it's delayed, right? Camera on, moving slow. I don't know. Sorry, I was having connection issues with my camera here on StreamYard. One sec. Let me to avoid that. How's this? Is this better? This is better, right? Oh, see, I'm moving fine. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Lip sync. So it should be better now, right? All right. Lots to get into today. Um, which we will. Worse. Is it not better? Sound and visuals do not still delayed. No. Oh, it's worse. This is worse. What in the coconut tree is going on? Oh, okay, sorry. Worse, worse, worse. Okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. Better? You're good now? Now better. Well, you made me change it back. Good now? Okay. Okay, now that I switched it back to the other camera, is it broken again? Good back. Looks fine to me. Mine's good. I don't know what was worse. Worse. Okay. Go back. Go back. Okay. 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 I'm trying. In here. Okay. It's worse. Go back to okay. This one should be the closer up shot is better, correct? No, you were reading too late in the live chat. The second one was better. Okay, good. I'm back in the second one. It's fine. We're just gonna roll with this. It's the MacBook camera rather than my regular camera because I don't know what's going on with my regular camera. So we're just gonna kill the regular camera. Okay. Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in, everybody in the club. What's going on? Happy Friday. It's Friday. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to see, I know what you did last summer tonight, which I'm very excited about. Um, I hear it's really good. I don't know how people got sneak peeks at it. Maybe they went to the premiere or something, but regardless, I'm very excited, very jazzed, and very ready to get on into it. Yes, we wanted your Friday energy. I could be your fantasy. Yeah, you know I got big, big energy. Mm-mm. Mm, 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 mm. Look at that. Camera tricks. Can't see those toned arms now. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, look at that. Mm. The camera's following my face. Let's see if we do this. Oh, no, the camera keeps focusing on my face. Oh, well, I don't know how to work it, but whatever. We're going to roll with it, right? Um, CJ said, yummy. Andy has special invites for reviewing moving before they come out. Oh, we're reviewing the movie. Oh, yeah, because he's Popcorn Planet. It's a movie channel. He did tell us that the movie is really good. Andy was one of the reviewers that came to me and was like, you need to see it because it's good. But yeah, okay. New subpoenas have gone out in the Blake Lively drama. We got some subpoenas of X. So it was revealed last night, and then now we're starting to get a few of the names. But it was revealed last night that X has now been subpoenaed in this legal drama with Blake Lively. Blake Lively, this is from the Spiritual Shift on X. Great account. Highly suggest you follow them. Lots of good info. Support, support, support. But so Blake Lively's legal team has sent out subpoenas to 20 X users. The Spiritual Shift is one of them. Leanne Newton, who we've had here on the show, who I reference a lot. She's an attorney in the UK. She has also been one of the 20 X users that has been revealed. Spiritual Shift says, I was just subpoenaed over my ex posts on the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni case. Like many of you, I share my thoughts and opinions on publicly available information. Yeah, it's crazy to me that first we had the Google subpoenas, which were of the YouTube info, and then now we have these X subpoenas. I did not receive an X subpoena. Here, let's read the email that was sent out by X. X says, we're writing to inform you that X received the attached legal process dated July 3rd requesting information regarding your X account at spiritual shift underscore. X has not disclosed X has not disclosed any information regarding your account at this time. Please be advised that X may be obligated to produce basic subscriber information related to your account in the future. We wanted to bring this matter to your attention. If you intend to challenge the legal process, raise this matter with the court or competent jurisdiction or requesting party directly as found in the attached process. While we cannot give you legal advice, we suggest you seek your own counsel in this matter. If you need assistance seeking counsel, you may consider contacting the Electronic Frontier Foundation or the ACLU. For more general information on legal requests, please refer to the Help Center. And then X directs you to the Help Center. So as of right now, both X and Google have not included both X and Google have not turned over any data. Um, both just notified users of the subpoenas. Sorry, I'm texting this to Donna because she's like, X said no. So they haven't. So based off of this email, it doesn't appear that X has said that they are not going to turn over info. They just said they have not yet turned over info, but they may be compelled to. And so they're just informing the users, hey, your information has been pulled in. We have not turned it over yet. Google has also not turned that over yet. It doesn't seem like they have any plans to unless they are compelled to do so, which is likely. It is possible that there may be some sort of motion to compel, or that, they may just willingly hand over some of that information. We'll see. I would imagine if they decline, Lively's team would file a motion to compel to get Google and X. I also would anticipate that Meta, who owns Facebook and Instagram, and TikTok will also be subpoenaed as well if they haven't already. July 3rd was the date of the X subpoena and the date of the Google subpoena. So it's possible that Meta, TikTok, Pinterest, Reddit, that all of those have also already received subpoenas. They're just working through it internally with their legal team to determine what they're going to do about that. So we'll see. Rose says, aren't you glad that you missed the subpoena boat? Well, the subpoena situation isn't done yet. Pinterest, I'm not sure. I had another creator that had a little speculation that Pinterest might be pulled into it. I don't know if they would. Reddit, I absolutely believe will be subpoenaed. Who else do we have? We have Reddit and we have Meta for sure and TikTok for sure. I think that's probably where they're going to go. Gloria says Lyman will do whatever Blake wants him to do. He already proved that. Yeah, I mean, these subpoenas have nothing to do with Lyman. Um, this is just the discovery process. Unless there is a motion to compel, then it will be brought before Lyman's desk to determine whether or not there should be compelling to have them turn over any specific info. But as we've seen, there have been motions to compel that Lively sought that were denied, and there have been motions to compel that the Wayfair parties got and was granted. So he has been I mean, he definitely seems to be leaning more towards Team Lively, but there have been some legal calls that he's made on both sides. He definitely seems to be leaning more towards Lively, though. Celeb says Teespring, Shopify, AOL Messenger are all next. MySpace is next too. I mean, listen, I would imagine my money right now is on Meta via Instagram, just like YouTube was via Google. Meta via or Instagram via Meta, TikTok for sure, and Reddit for sure. Those are my predictions. But it's so crazy and ludicrous to me that Blake Lively really believes that she needs to prove that any negative comments about her are fake. Like, that's the part that's so wild to me. Like, she needs proof and verification that this negative, that's why I said the headline, obviously hyperbolic, Blake Lively sues the internet, because it kind of feels like that's where we're at this point. She's literally trying to subpoena all of the social media networks, so it feels like she's suing the internet because she's mad that the internet made a couple of mean comments about her, and she can't handle that. Her ego is too fragile to be able to process the fact that, you know, she can't handle it. There was a tweet, a really good one, that I want to read, that I shared on my X account, that I thought was a relatively good breakdown. Andy also shared this same post. It's by someone, Anita Thinks Out Loud, Anita Bonita on X. She said, "Here's my hot take on the content creator subpoenas. One, there was an unexpected fight back, which I agree with. Blake didn't anticipate Baldoni and the Wayfarer parties would push back this hard against her lies. They'd been passive until the New York Times article dropped, and suddenly she found herself in a storm she wasn't prepared for." I agree. If you look at everything, both on Lively's side and on Baldoni's side, with the versions of the stories that they've told us, it seems Lively had a lot of control over the production and over the film. And until she lost control, I think she expected Baldoni to keep kind of buckling over and kissing the ring over and over and over, because he was appeasing her for a very long time. And so I think that once the New York Times article dropped, she did not expect him to fight back, and certainly not as hard as she actually did. Enrique says all of those accounts combined are not even 10,000 followers. I think they're going after smaller accounts. Like, if you think about it, the Candace Owens subpoena was different. And that was, I believe, in relation to them wanting to get info on her communications and how she found out that Taylor Swift's dad was the one that leaked information about Taylor Swift and the alleged extortion that happened back in February. So Candace Owens had something specific that I believe that they're looking for, but they're also on a fishing expedition to see how involved Candace is in all of this. I think Candace was more of just like a PR tactic, which ultimately ended up blowing up in their face tremendously, because people didn't have the reaction that I think she was expecting. I think she was like, "Ooh, this is going to prove that these people are retaliating. We're subpoenaing them because we're going to prove that they're part of this retaliation campaign, and maybe we can in some way discredit them." It was a really dumb move. I saw Emily D. Baker kind of commented on that as well. She's like, "This is going to completely backfire on Blake Lively, because content creators are only going to use it for more content," which is exactly what happened. I don't think Blake Lively's team is very socially savvy. So, same thing with Perez Hilton, who, to my understanding, has not been subpoenaed in any of these subpoenaed uh, fishing expeditions. So, even though it was reported, I believe he's denied getting a subpoena, but his name was also used in that leaked exclusive to TMZ. Andy Signor, big name on YouTube, right? And then on top of, he has what, almost a million followers on YouTube. But on top of that, he also has his documentary, It Ends with Justice. And so I think their subpoena, they want to obtain info which he presents in the docu-series, which is has interviews from crew members and interviews from a number of people that are related to the case. So I think they just want to see what these other crew members are saying. Very similar to how Blake Lively wanted Baldoni to turn over, or the Wayfair parties to turn over, the findings of the third party investigation that's currently ongoing. She's like, "We want to see all of that documentation." So it seems like she's literally trying to fish for any shred of evidence that she can find that can prove something. So I do agree with point number one in this tweet. It was an unexpected fight back. Baldoni was always very passive. And in this case, he's like, "Nah, bitch, I'm coming for you." Number two, Blakey Boo is a victim in an angel narrative. From the start, she's been trying to push this idea that everything is untraceable. Now it's clear that she's trying to quietly exit both the deposition and the lawsuit, while still clinging to this narrative that she was smeared and harassed. Yes, I do believe she's trying to exit. I do believe that, that's why they keep leaning on the fact that this is untraceable, which, again, how are you going to prove it if it's untraceable? It doesn't make any sense. Melody says Perez is helping her favoritism with the judge. Doxing info on that depot gives her all the reasoning in the world to keep pushing it back. Omar said that there are fights between the scenes between creators. Why? The only infighting that I know of is really only related to one creator. You know what? Fuck it. I have no reason to protect this bitch. Broken Crystal Ball. That's the only infighting that I'm aware of that has tried to create problems and cause rifts with a bunch of other people. I know she's taken some shots at Andy this week. I'm not trying to stir up any drama. Personally, I don't like the bitch. She made all those false allegations against me. She never apologized for it. She throws these things out there, deletes the content, and I don't like that type of shit. We're supposed to have each other's backs. We're all in this together, and we're supposed to have each other's backs. Actually, I don't want that bitch on my team. Fuck that. I don't want anything to do with her. I want nothing near her and her broken crystal ball. Nothing. The way that she treats other creators is disgusting. She is a despicable human being. She plays into the victim. She's trying to get people to give her Venmo money right now. She's a disgrace. She's embarrassing to even call a creator that's on Team Beldoni right now. I want nothing to do with her. She literally disgusts me, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart because I believe this person to be a vile human being. And I don't care if she posts another bullshit about me on her account. What she accused me of doing and discriminating against her son that I had no idea she even had a son. I'll be very clear with you. I never had an argument with her. I never had a disagreement with her. Our exchange was always very minimal because people always warned me about her. I posted a video about my autistic brother, my brother with autism, where anybody who knows my history knows that I have been a huge outspoken advocate for the autism community, have raised millions of dollars to support families affected by autism. So for somebody to accuse me of something like that without knowing their information, fuck off, literally. Please. It's despicable that people can go on the internet and make such egregious false allegations and then just delete it as if nothing happened. Okay? I'm willing to move past this if I get an apology. Okay? That's what I need. That's what I deserve. Okay? Because the real reason that I blocked Broken Crystal Ball is because she was in my comments attacking other autism moms that I know personally, stories of their children that I know personally that are on the more severe side of the spectrum. Okay. She decided to allow her politics to blind her and to let her emotions get the best of her. So, without a conversation with me directly, she went into my comments in a video about my brother and started fighting with other moms. I didn't tolerate that. She has too many Instagram followers than to be trying to bully and intimidate other moms whose journeys and stories she knows nothing about. And so, because I blocked her, she went and wrote some nasty things about me on her Instagram account. I don't take that shit lightly. Okay. I'm not the bitch that if you're going to shoot me, you better make sure it's a kill shot. And guess what? I'll come back to life like a zombie. You're not going to put me out. Okay. That is not okay. Not only as autism families should we be sticking together, but especially right now as content creators, we should absolutely be sticking together. We should not be trying to divide each other, throw allegations at each other, rip each other apart, dox each other. It's ridiculous. She's embarrassing. She's a complete embarrassment for anything that I should ever have been associated with. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. She is a wackadoodle. When there's an apology and there's some real atonement and some correction in her behavior, not just towards me, but towards my friends and other creators that are in this world, then maybe there's some path forward. But as of right now, I don't take that shit lightly. I'm not the bitch to be fucking with and throwing false allegations out on the internet about. Don't play with me like that. I don't take that shit lightly. Okay? I care about my brother and I care about the autism community and our creator community way too damn much to allow somebody to do shit like that to me and then to start going after all my other friends, to go after Leanne, to go after Andy, to go after Donna. Nah, you're embarrassing. You're a joke. You're a bigger joke than Blake Lively is. Keep begging for your little Venmo money, and maybe somebody can give you $5 to feel better about yourself because you're clearly so deeply insecure that you have to tear down other people. I don't like that shit. Don't do that. All right, we're going to take a quick message from our sponsors and then we'll get more into the Blake Lively as I cool down. Apologies. Let my emotions get the best of me. Let's take a quick break. It takes an eagle eye to read all these receipts, and Pear Eyewear has tons of budget friendly shapes and styles that don't compromise style or quality. Plus, you get 15% off by going to paireyewear.com and using code NOFILTER. No shade. Pear's sun tops and new tinted lens top collections complement any look from casual to chic. Don't I look chic right now? But I can also keep it casual. I can even go from indoor to outdoor with their sun tops. You just snap it right on, and then suddenly you have sunglasses. But it's still the same shape that looks cute on your face. It's making you look good this summer. Change up your summer look anytime with the pair collabs or collections that you like most. They have everything from Disney, the Met, Marvel, Star Wars, NBA, NHL. They have premium collections, Suntop, Sparkle, classic colors, whatever floats your boat. And you can find the perfect frame for your face from home with their virtual try-on. Base frames start at just $60, including your prescription, and top frames start at just $25. Keep your eagle eyes looking sharp. Go to paireyewear.com and use code NOFILTER for 15% off your first pair. And you can support the show by mentioning that No Filter with Zack Peters sent you in your post-checkout survey. That's pair, P-A-I-R, paireyewear.com, code NOFILTER. Are you and your partner struggling to conceive? If you took the COVID vaccine, there's cause for concern and you're not alone. A recent study led by Danish researcher Dr. Vibeke Manichi analyzed birth data from women aged 18 to 39 over a 2-year period starting in 2021. The findings suggest a significant decrease in birth rates among vaccinated women, with data indicating a reduction in egg count by nearly 60%. Since 2021, fertility rates have significantly declined in many regions around the world. The wellness company created a 3-in-1 ultimate spike detox, crafted with 100% natural ingredients specifically designed to help your body clear harmful spike proteins, reduce inflammation, and support overall health. Don't wait. Experience the only formula approved by Dr. McCullough, a top freedom-fighting doctor who risked it all. Head to twc.health/nofilter. That's twc.health/nofilter and use code NOFILTER to get 15% off plus free shipping. That's twc.health/nofilter. Spike detox your body today. Summer's here. More sun, more light, more time to do the things that make summer so special. Like for me, I get to go on tour and meet all of you guys all throughout the summer. And one thing that's making life a lot easier for me is Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals that are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. I'm on the road. I'm hopping from here to there and taping the podcast, and I don't have time to cook dinner. And I don't want to be busting all the calories out at the restaurants. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any lifestyle over summer and beyond. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains or goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. I'm on that Protein Plus because I'm trying to bulk up this summer. Am I right? Factor powers your day, sun up to sundown. Enjoy more this summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor and none of the fuss. Get started at factormeals.com/nofilter50off and use code NOFILTER50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code NOFILTER50OFF, NOFILTER50off at factormeals.com/nofilter50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/nofilter50off. All right, guys. Let's get back into the Black lively of it all. Um, so yeah, prior to the shout outs for this week's sponsors, shout out to Factor, the wellness company, and Pair Eyewear. Pair Eyewear, we love this Pair Eyewear. So this tweet from Anita Thinks Out Loud. She said that there was an unexpected fight back from Baldoni, which I agreed with. Now Blake is trying to put down the foundation that she's a victim and that she was smeared and she's trying, but the campaign is untraceable, and that now the judge is probably going to shut down these subpoenas, and so the justice system just doesn't help women. It's anti-women, yada yada yada. I think that's gonna be her strategy moving forward, that the justice system failed women, the patriarchy won again, men continue to try to bully and silence women. This isn't fair. So now the presented exit strategy, which I agree with as well, is to punish those for exposure, which I believe is what all these subpoenas are for. It's to intimidate these smaller creators and to scare them. And listen, it did kind of scare a lot of them, right? A lot of them were like, I don't want anything to do with this. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to be called into this legal drama. And then narrative set up for later. The subpoenas are laying the foundation for the future narrative. We had tips and sources that these people were connected to Friedman and the Wayfair parties by filing subpoenas. They can later say without liability. We took legal steps because we believed that there was a smear campaign and it was ongoing. Anita thinks that this is all about optics and not facts. I agree. She's killing two birds with one stone, pushing those who exposed her true self, and two, setting up a legally protected PR narrative to spin later, just like her CRD complaint. 1000%. Andy added on to this, and Andy Signor said, absolutely spot on. Blake Lively is unjustly going after creators. So when she loses, she can say later, we had tips and sources. These people were connected and took legal steps because we believed there was a smear campaign, but the judge denied us. Yeah, see, that's, my theory is that she's going to be like, it's anti-women, anti-women. So I think that's what's going to happen because all of her ploys to like try and paint this narrative that all these people like Candace and Perez, who again, I don't believe Perez actually got his subpoena. I don't think he was actually subpoenaed in this. Andy was, and a lot of the creators that they're going after are smaller creators that I think they will one try to set some sort of groundwork for in term. Well, I also here's the other thing. I think the reason they went after smaller creators rather than the bigger creators is because, with exception for Andy, but Andy was already dragged into it, right? But I think they thought that they would intimidate them and get them to shut up and then also be able to be like, look at, we subpoenaed all these accounts that looked like bots. So I think it would be because, like, here's the thing: if they would have subpoenaed me, if they would have subpoenaed Donna Bowling, if they would have subpoenaed Dave Neal, if they would have subpoenaed Kirsty Flaw, Kirsty did get subpoenaed though through Google, right? I don't know. I'm trying to understand the strategy, but I think had they only gone after the bigger creators, then the bigger creators obviously would have turned this into content, right? Absolutely, I would have made this a ton of content, videos upon videos upon videos. But I think they went after smaller creators to try and intimidate them and to try to prove that they were potentially bots. Now, they're not bots. I know a lot of these accounts are not bots. So it's going to be interesting when she proves that. Amy Shepard said, thank you, Zach. She's horrible. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, Broken Crystal Ball is horrible. She was peddling a false narrative of Andy being some sort of predator. And she was saying that I discriminated against her autistic son. She's not only is her crystal ball broken, but so is her fucking brain. Sukmani says, I'm buying you a yummy drink today. Thank you for the super chat, my love. I need a yummy drink today. Getting me fired up. Western Burbs Kristen said, martini for Zach. Thank you, Western Burbs Kristen. I actually like that name. And your your profile picture is given bad bitch. Bad bitch. I could be your fantasy. Yeah, you got big, big energy. Mm, 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 mm. So, Christina, who's been a member for 3 months now, says, "Love you, Zach. You look hot in glasses." Ooh, like this. Do I look so yummy? Never with teeth. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. But baby, baby. Um, they need to be cleaned. They're all dirty. So I'm gonna wear them after. Um, Janine said, I had no idea about this. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So that's where we at, homie. That's where we at. Okay, well, just a reminder to everybody, we're gonna get into the Denise Richards of it all in just a sec. And the Coldplay concert and all of that stuff. But just a reminder to everybody, the Zactivated tour is off and popping. It is popping. We getting lit tonight. It's a good time. We had a rose ceremony. I got subpoenaed on stage. We were doing twerks and spilling tea and doing all the things. So you guys want to come on out to the Zactivated tour. Our next stop is going to be in Philadelphia this upcoming Wednesday, July 23rd. July 23rd in Philly at City Winery. I'm going to have Giorgio Says. I'm going to have Steel and Shooter of Bros and Shows. And we're going to have Real Housewives of New Jersey star Jackie Goldschneider. Lots of Jersey tea to be spilled at the Philly show. Then on July 27th, I'm going to be in Chicago. So both Philly and Chicago shows are happening this upcoming week. You can come on out to Chicago. And actually, if you use code BROS for Philly, you'll get 25% off. And if you use code Jenny for Chicago, you'll get 25% off. So you can come on down to see me on stage live with Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. And also joining me on stage for some hot topics is going to be Donna Bowling and Chef Stu O'Keefe. August 3rd in New York City. I'm coming to City Winery. And guess who's coming with me? I'm going to have Elsie. Else Rich is going to be on stage with me. And I'm trying to get Andy Signor. So we're working on scheduling and getting everybody out there. but my goodness, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. Andy and Elsie on stage together is gonna be a good time. Then come uh August 8th, I'm going to be in Seattle with the Sidley twins from Twin Talk here on YouTube. They're a hoot. And I hear they have some tea. They worked with Paul Feig, and they've got some tea on Paul Feig. So it's going to be wild. Wild. And then August 10th, we wrap things up in Los Angeles. I have Netflix's Chloe Veach. I have Christy Cook from Spill Sesh, who also got subpoenaed. Not only that, but I also have Asked Two Lawyers, and we have Josh Boswell from the Daily Mail. He's the one that broke the Van Zandt story. He will also be in the show as well. So it's going to be a wild, yummy, hot time. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, Ariana says, "Shut up. I can't wait to see Elsie. New York City all day." Yes, New York City all day. Come hang with me and Elsie and Andy. And yeah, Brav Bros, Steel and Shooter are going to be in Philly this week. Lots of good, yummy tea. Josh Boswell, so yummy, right? Christina says, "Ask Two Lawyers go live today at 2 p.m. Yay! I'm excited. They're going to be on stage with me in Los Angeles. Let's get it, get it, get it. Let's get it, get it. Per the Daily Mail, this subpoena spree risks turning America's sweetheart into Big Brother Blake. No kidding. I know that's right. I know that's right. Um, Katja says, why are you not coming to London, Zach? Just touched down in London town. I would love to come to London. Maybe I'll come to London in the fall. Maybe. But first, you guys have to come to these shows, buy tickets to these shows, and then we'll see. All right. Shall we? Blake was never America's sweetheart. No, she wasn't. Okay, well, that's the Blake and Baldoni drama. Let's move on to Denise Richards. Ooh. Denise. So this week she made allegations, on the 7th, July 7th, last Monday, her husband, Aaron Fipers, filed for divorce and said that there were irreconcilable differences. He was asking for over 100,000 in spousal support every month to pay his bills because he doesn't have a job. He's not working. So Denise Richards has now, Denise Richards' estranged husband calls her a great wife in 2023. She has now gotten a temporary restraining order, which was granted this last Monday. So she claims that there was abuse all throughout her 6-year marriage to Aaron, and she also claims that additionally, um, the most recent allegations of abuse happened in after July 4th and continued on until July 14th. She made a number of allegations claiming he not only harmed her physically, but made very wild threats against her. And it's just one big, hot, unfortunate mess. Now, if you go back to season 10 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Denise Richards was in this scandal for this alleged lesbian hookup that she had with Brandy Glanville, who is also from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She strongly denied it at the time. The other women were like, "This, what do you mean this isn't true? What do you mean this isn't true? What do you mean this isn't true?" Um, so they pushed her. She got really upset. She tried to send a cease and desist. She didn't want Bravo to release the footage. Everybody was like, "Why is she trying so hard to, I don't know, push back on this? Like, what is she lying about? Like, who cares if she had a lesbian affair? Like, it's really not that big of a deal. We don't really care. Like, why is she trying so hard to push back?" And I get the other women were like, "It's not that big of a deal. Why don't you just be honest? Just be honest. Just be honest, right?" Well, Janelle, turns out she was in an abusive relationship this entire time, and she's claiming that he was abusing her at this time. And so when Brandy Glanville says on camera, Denise Richards told me not to say anything because if Aaron found out, he said that he'll kill her. So it seems that there may have been some truth and legitimacy to that. He is now denying this. He is saying that that is not true. He has claimed that Denise Richards is lying. She's making this up. He says that her black eye that she revealed when she got her temporary restraining order against him, he's claiming that the black eye was the result of a drunken fall. So in a report to the Daily Mail, uh, the Aaron's claiming that Denise has an alcohol problem, And there was an exclusive source that spoke to the Daily Mail saying this is consistent with the ongoing untruthfulness of Denise Richards, who's trying to hide her alcohol problem. That photo was taken in the winter of 2022, and the fact that she was drunk at the time and fell up the stairs to Aaron, since close medical wait, the photo was taken in winter of 2022, and the fact is she was drunk at the time and fell coming up the stairs to Aaron's clinic, Q3360. According to the source, Denise Richards allegedly fell and caught the corner of her eye on the stairs and then came up to the office where they treated her and put ice on it. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that's exactly what happened. The insider insisted lots of people in the office saw what happened and claimed that Pfeiffer's has never touched Richards and never would. The actress detailed the incident in question in requests for a temporary restraining order, under which was granted on Wednesday. While the former couple agreed that it occurred in the winter of 2022, Pfeiffer's former place of work, Richards alleged that he used the heel of his palm to strike her in the eye while calling her an effing bitch. The actress detailed the violent incident in a request for a temporary restraining order, which was granted Wednesday. According to Richards, Pfeiffer's had brought several potted plants into the center and became paranoid that they contained listening devices because he believed that she was spying on him. A police officer who was in the parking lot, where officers often stop to complete paperwork of those or use the restroom, approached the door, hearing the yelling, adding that the alleged assault occurred after the officer left. Richards also claimed that the female family member who was present witnessed the assault and immediately retrieved frozen food to reduce the swelling. The OnlyFans star attached a true and correct copy of this picture of her black eye for the TRO. According to Richards, this was not an isolated incident. So he's denying it. He says, I have evidence. This isn't true. This isn't real. I didn't do this. I don't believe him because again, when we watch back the footage of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we have that very clear scene where they get into a fight with the other women and Aaron's yelling at the other women and they're leaving and Denise is like, "Stop, we're on camera, don't say anything. We're mic'd and we're on camera. Don't say anything. The cameras will catch it and they will use it." And he tells her, he says, "Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to crush your hand." Because he was holding her hand as they were walking out. So you hear him physically threaten her on camera. Now, I said it, I think, on yesterday's show. Is it possible that they were in some sort of toxic relationship and maybe she's a drunk and maybe he's abusive? I don't know. Probably. I'm sure there were a lot of things that were wrong with their relationship. That doesn't give him the right to put his hands on her, especially considering how much larger he is, right? When we get down to the biology of things, I know we like to eliminate gender, but uh, biologically speaking, he is stronger, taller, and can impact a lot more force with not as much power, right? She's tiny. So it's unfortunate. Why would you get two black eyes after falling on the stairs? It also just seems very unlikely that she was walking up the stairs and fell and hit her eye on the corner of the step. Like, I don't know, it's possible, but it just seems more likely that it was, him that may have done something. He was mooching off of her. Yeah, you can tell. He was absolutely mooching off of her. So Aaron is 3 to 4 times the size of Denise. Yeah. So he was officially served. TMZ actually caught the moment that he was served his papers. It's like me on stage. What? So yeah, TMZ reported, caught the photos, left him looking a little shooketh that he had officially been, you've been served. So Michelle says, I always catch my falls with my eyeball. Yeah. Okay. There's her story, which is saying that he kicked her in the face, and then there's his story where he's saying, "No, she fell walking up the stairs because she was too drunk." Tenerife Seas says he looks kinda hunky, though. Yeah, I mean, that now I know why Denise fell for him, but it's unfortunately that she decided to stay with him for all this time. Okay, that's the Aaron and Denise stuff. He's denying it. We'll see how that continues to unfold. Let's move on to some lighter news. That was a little heavy, and then all the drama with the Sabinas. Let's watch this video from the Coldplay concert. This is wild. Okay, so we're just gonna watch it and then we'll react to it. But this is from a Coldplay concert. Here we go.
Oh, look at these two.
So it's a video of a Coldplay concert, and then they have the audience cam, and the audience cam captures these 2 people canoodling and cuddling. You know how they have, like, the kiss cam at football games or baseball games? So, the interesting thing is it's now been determined that this guy here, his name is Andy Byron, and he's the CEO of Astronomer, and he, I believe, is dating. I believe he's him and this woman are each married. So when you hear Chris Martin say, "Oh, they're either really shy or they're having an affair," because they catch that the camera is on them when they're going for the audience, and then they freak out, and she's like, "Oh my god." She covers her face, she turns around, he immediately ducks down to the ground. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I've been caught." And Chris Martin's like, "What the heck is going on?" It's wild. So the crazy part is she has now been identified. So he's what, the CEO? She's been identified as his head of HR, and her name is Kristen Cabot. So, and it's literally the scandal everybody's talking about right now. She's HR, he's the CEO, and they're both having an affair. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, yeah, Elena says that he has a tech company, it's worth $1 billion. Yeah, you know his wife is gonna take him to the cleaners. Who the cleaners? Well, the subtle ducking on his part didn't help. Yeah, he literally she covered her face, flips out, turns around, is like, "Oh my god," and then he just throws himself to the ground and ducks. Oof, it's interesting. Never F the company. Well, she wasn't effing the company, she was effing the CEO. Listen, if you're gonna F anybody at the company, you might as well, if you have an option to get to bag the janitor or the CEO, you might as well go for the CEO, right? Aspirations, manifest that goal. Set your sights high. You're gonna have an affair, you might as well go all the way to the top. Lisa says they both acted so guilty. It was just funny. Wife has a video. I mean, she does now. She was climbing the ladder. Listen, that is an ambitious woman. We love ambition. But my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I love the girl next door. I love the girl next to her, number 2. She is laughing so hard and she's bright red. I know that girl is funny. Everyone's talking about her. Um, Look at her face. She's like, "Oh my god." She's like, "Oh, they just caught an affair." That would have been me. That literally would have been me. I'm like, "Oh my god, Blake Lively got caught cheating on Ryan Reynolds." It's hilarious. Was his statement false? Yeah. So there were reports of a statement that I even fell for that it turned out to be a fake parody statement. So it was not real. I'll read it to you though, because it was quite funny. And I was like, what? It made me so mad. I was outraged. But so there was a statement that was clearly false. Well, now it's been determined as false. I didn't think it was clearly false because it started off strong, right? Statement from CEO Andy Byron, New York, New York, July 17th. I want to acknowledge the moment that has been circulating online and the disappointment it's caused. What was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake playing out on a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and my team at Astronomer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I want to be and how I represent the company I helped build. I'm taking time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out the next steps, personally and professionally. I ask for privacy as I navigate that process. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope that we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Hilarious. Um, so yeah. Yeah. What a time, what a time, what a mighty good time. That is obviously a fake parody statement. That is not a real statement, but it was very funny. Very, very funny. And I was very much living for all of the tea. He turned his life into a spectacle, right? First of all, buying the concert ticket is consent. Yeah, you're in a public space. I heard the statement is fake. Yes, the statement is fake. It is not a real statement. Subpoena Gate is my Roman Empire. It's certainly fun, right? But so yeah, that's the Coldplay drama, which is great. It's messy and we love mess, right? Speaking of mess, I have another bit of mess for you, and that's coming from Andy Cohen and Dan Levy. So Dan Levy was just on Watch What Happens Live promoting his new movie, and you know Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek. He seems to have some sort of beef with Andy Cohen. Let's watch the clip. This is a clip from TikTok, and then we will respond. Let's react to it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Two of my favorite people.
Are you going to take your kids to see Smurfs?
No. Interesting. But I love it, and I will at some point. If it, I'm just
serious.
Am I being serious? Yeah, I have no plans to.
What?
But I will show it to them on the television.
Okay.
Yeah. I
What's
will.
wrong with the theatrical experience?
I just don't know that I'm gonna make it. I've
Wow.
got other things going on. But the movie is great.
Okay.
And we're all celebrating it.
Why are you yelling at us?
Right.
I can get this at
I don't know.
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Well, you ask a question and I'm gonna answer.
I know. I
Yeah,
do know
you
that.
do.
Yeah, I
Right?
know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan has watched since you were last here.
I mean, talk about awkward. It's crazy. So Dan Levy's in the movie, and so is that woman. Forgive me, I don't know who she is, but they were there to promote the film. And Andy's like, no, and they're like, are you going to take your kids to see the movie? And Andy's like, no. And it's like, what? And I get Dan's reaction because he's like, did you like what? Did you really just say that? And he's like, yeah, no, I have no plans on seeing it. And it's like, oh, Amy Sedaris. Is that who that is? Amy Sedaris? It was oh, her name is it's Amy. Sorry, I didn't know who she was. I don't know her, like Mariah Carey. I don't know her. I know the name, but I didn't immediately recognize her. Sorry, don't drag me for it. I was born in the 90s. But so anyway, Dan, I like that he was kind of like, "Did you really just say that out loud? Like, did you really like you realize we're here to promote our show? Like we're here so that we encourage people to go watch the movie that we made together and you're telling people you're not going to watch the movie? Like what? Like if anything you can just be like, if somebody asked if I was going to watch a movie, I was going to be like, "I would love to. I know the kids will love it." That's all you have to say. I would love to. The kids are gonna love it. I can't wait for the kids to watch it. Everybody needs to go and get their tickets to go see this movie. Like, that's your job, you know? Donna Bowling said, unpopular opinion, Andy Cohen is a jerk. You're 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 a jerk. Oh my god, lie and say that you will probably once you have a free moment. Yeah, that's all he had to say. He was like, "No, I guess they'll watch it on the TV." Like, he was just so, like, arrogant and pompous and, like, rude and disrespectful, and I was like, that's not," and then he, like, doubled down and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna see it." Like, it was just like, "What?" It was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Enrique says, "Zach, random question. I saw your interview with Devin Werkheiser. Do you plan to do more nostalgia-oriented content, or is that something you're not interested in?" I did a lot of that nostalgia in that period of No Filter. That was before we really pivoted into pop culture, or sorry, not pop culture, into reality TV. I did Devin Werkheiser. I did who else did I have on? I did all of the Rock of Love people, Flavor of Love. Like I had all those old cast members on and I like interviewed all of them about the drama now, this time later, because it was like what, 20 years or maybe well, not quite 20 just yet. I'm not sure. When was that era? Like 2000s? So maybe about 20 years, give or take. But yeah, it was interesting. That's not what you do when you're hosting. Yeah, I agree. Can you imagine it? Oh, 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 oh. No, I can't imagine it. Kasha says, why, Donna? He was being honest. Well, there's being honest and there's being a dick. And you can be honest without being a dick. So I'm Team Donna on this one. I agree. It wasn't very nice. Zach's nostalgia is that. Oh, we've done a lot of nostalgia talk, Enrique. What are you talking about? We've talked a lot about the nostalgia. Donna, what are you doing here? She's trying to take people away from watching my show. self-promoting in the live chat. Rihanna is Lady Smurf. She should sue. I bet he would love if Rihanna did it. Team Donna. Oh, maybe Smurf is a Republican. Yeah, Andy Cohen doesn't like Republicans. Yeah, I didn't think it was very nice. Oh, do you want the sprinkler? Can you imagine it? Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, feel the magic. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, can you imagine it? Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, feel the magic. Zach, you are so much more in control and professional than even Andy. You heard me. Wow, Judy, as I'm literally doing the sprinkler and singing Donna's theme song on the show. Amy Shepard says, "That lady cracked me up when she yelled back." She's like, "Why are you yelling at us?" Yeah, it was funny. I mean, I don't know if there's a pre-existing feud between Dan Levy and Andy Cohen, or if Dan Levy, I feel like a lot of the gays in Hollywood are kind of like over Andy. Like they're just kind of like, oh God, like they just find him a bit obnoxious. Maybe it's jealousy. I'm not really sure what it is. I haven't had any negative or bad interactions with Andy. I don't like this interview though. I think this interview was totally disrespectful to his guests, and I will stand by that. I don't think it was very nice, and I don't think it was very professional to shit on the movie your guests are there to promote. Not liking it, not feeling it. Nope, swipe left. Can you imagine it? Oh, Lisa says, "I'm watching Donna right after you, Zach. I like you both." Thank you. I appreciate that. Who will take Andy's place when he finally steps down? Me. I will. I volunteer as tribute. Andy has time to read all his guest books, but not go to the theater with his children. He doesn't read their books. I'm sure he does like Audible. Maybe he does. I don't know. I want people to hear what I want to hear what people think. Hot or not? Do you think Andy Cohen is hot or not? I mean, I'd hit it. You know, I'd hit it. He's cute. Um, I wouldn't not hit it. Yes, Zach, read my previous comment. I definitely thought you would replace Andy. Thank you. We need Zach on Watch What Happens Live. We've asked and they decline. I feel like Heather McDonald. I'm like, they just don't want me on. We've asked and we've tried and we get declined every time. So, man, hot like a daddy. Yes. His IG pic from last night. Andy Cohen's IG pic from last night. What is Andy Cohen's IG pic from last night? What did he post? Did he post something spicy? Did he post he's at the Smurfs? Oh, his photo from last night. Oh, did he look hot last night? He looks a little disheveled. It's not my favorite look on him. I just think the facial hair needed to be cleaned up a little bit, and maybe just like a little slight haircut, just a little bit. Not my favorite look on him from last night at the Culturista Las Culturistas Culture Awards. How did Las Culturistas, listen, not to shit on anybody, but how did they get so popular? Like when, like I, whatever. Good for them. Next up, Blake sues Asia. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, the swinging, but yeah, I think I saw that on Donna's story where Andy was just like swinging his hand back and forth. I don't. Maybe it was like a nervous tick. I don't know. I can't explain that. Enrique says I've never seen a full episode of Watch What Happens Live. I have. I will watch What Happens Live from time to time if there's a good guest on it. Cuteness comes from the heart. Andy's attitude, I'd pass. Eh. Brody looks hot in his wedding pictures. Thank you, Donna, for sharing. Yes, Brody Jenner got married and he's looking all sorts of yummy. I think we have People published it, right? Here, let's look at those wedding photos. Can you imagine it? Oh, Brody always looks yummy though, and his wife is stunning, gorgeous. We love it. Oh, I was like, is that Caitlyn Jenner? What is Caitlyn Jenner doing at the movie? Oh yeah, Caitlyn Jenner's his dad. Caitlyn, what are those? What are those? Caitlyn has ugly feet. I mean, we could have put a better bra on, girlfriend. It's your son's wedding. She's in sandals and I don't know what is going on. Brody Jenner is very hot. But his daddy looking rough. Can you imagine it? Oh, wow, wow. Oh, his brother Oh, all the brothers. Brandon, was that Brat and the sister. None of the Kardashians were there. None of his other step siblings were there. Interesting. He looks cute. She looks cute. They look like a gorgeous couple. Ooh, what a gorgeous cake. Donna, do you like this cake? Ooh, look, he's DJing. We love that. Is he sober now? I don't think so. I hope not. Not Caitlyn. Oh, Caitlyn. Oh, that's right. Caitlin's wearing white too. She don't give a fuck. No, she don't. No, she don't. I can't believe Caitlyn was wearing white to the wedding. Why is she wearing white? I didn't even think about it. I was too busy focused on the Jesus sandals. Them things is swinging. Oh yeah, her boobs. Did you talk about Gavin Newsom trolling Spencer Pratt? I didn't like that. So Gavin Newsom, or well, not just Gavin Newsom, but there were a number of people in California government that have been trolling Spencer Pratt because obviously Spencer Pratt spoke out about the fires and he's been very vocal about that because his house burned down, his family's house, his parents, the house he grew up in, that one burned down, his whole community burned down in the Palisades, and now there are rumors going around that they're going to replace it with affordable housing and that they're going to make the land more available, more cheaper and accessible for the government to be able to purchase and turn into affordable housing, right? Spencer's not happy about that. He's like, we're going to fight this. We're going to sue. And they're in the process of litigation right now. Got it. But I don't like that he's being trolled and people are calling him, and even Gavin Newsom, didn't he call him like a retired reality star or old reality star or something? He called him something. And I was like, why? And he's like, dude, I literally, like, sure, you may hate me for being on a reality TV show, but like, also, I'm a resident of California, one of your constituents. And in case you checked, my house burned down. Like, I lost my home in the fire. Like, and it's just, I don't know. I don't like that stuff. I don't like when people, I don't get what Newsom or who was the other? There was another California senator that was also trolling him. They're like, yeah, Spencer Pratt says that he wasn't fired from the hills and he was fired from the hills. And they referenced like a 2010 reality T article. It was very strange. Very, very strange. But while we're talking about Spencer Pratt, I do stand with Spencer Pratt and all the people that lost their homes in the LA fires. That was something that Donna and I were really big about. It was ridiculous. It was upsetting. It was annoying. But on that note, Spencer Pratt has a new book that's coming out, you guys. It's called The Guy You Love to Hate. So I'm very excited about that. I'm looking forward to ordering this book. It comes out, I believe, in January of next year. Let me confirm the exact date January 27th, 2026. So you can order it right now. It is being published through Gallery Books. The Guy You Love to Hate Confessions from a Reality TV Villain by Spencer Pratt. So go and order Spencer's book. Support him. Show him some love. Help him rebuild his life after, oh, yeah, he lost it in the fires, the ones that our California government was too incompetent to prevent. Now they're trying to be like, oh, sorry, whoopsie daisy. We're not doing, oh, sorry, whoopsie daisy, okay? Not today, Satan. All right. To wrap things up, guys, get your tickets to the Zactivated tour. We are kicking things off, or well, we already kicked things off in Dallas and Phoenix, and up next we have Philly. But like, it was a good time. We had fun in Phoenix. We had fun in Dallas. Nothing but a blast. So come on down to Philly, July 23rd at City Winery, or you can with Steel and Shooter of the Brav Bros, Giorgio Saz, and Jackie Goldschneider from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Come to our show in Chicago at the Rhapsody Theater, July 27th. We're going to have Donna Bowling and Chef Stu O'Keefe. You can come on down Sunday, July 27th in Chicago. Come on down. Get your tickets at nofilterlive.com. New York City, I'm going to have Andy Signor and Elsie Elsrich is going to be in my show. We're going to have a little FAFO showdown on stage. So come on out August 3rd, New York City, City Winery. Get your tickets. Go to nofilterlive.com. Seattle, August 8th, and then Los Angeles, August 10th. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Get your tickets now. Go to nofilterlive.com. All right, guys, give me a follow, Just Plain Zack. Follow the podcast, hit the like button, subscribe, do all the things if you're loving the show and you want to continue to support. I love you. I appreciate you. Ooh, ESB40 says, I think this is a bigger issue than Blake. They're trying to silence all of you. Yeah, it's intimidation. Content creators are a threat to a mom, and they're still trying to regain that narrative, in my opinion. Trying, but I don't know if they're being very successful in that. I feel like this whole thing is blown up in their faces in a mega doo doo way. Mega doo doo, mega doo doo. But if you would like to go and leave a review on Apple Podcasts, please do. I'll give you guys a shout out next week. If you would like to come to the show, come to watch us live, hang out with us, meet us. We'll take some photos and take some shots. Go to nofilterlive.com. Follow me at Just Plain Zack. Follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack. Amy Shepard says in a super chat, he called him a C minus reality star. I believe the government will try to take the land. He should speak out. Yeah, I agree. I'm with Spencer on this one. I'm Team Spencer. Even if he is a C-list reality star, the government shouldn't be talking about that. All right, Donna Bowling's about to go live, so go support Donna. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe on your way out, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Fafo, woo woo. Fafo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Ciao for now. Talk to you tomorrow. Since we didn't have an episode on Monday, we will have an episode tomorrow on Saturday. All right. Grab your friends, wear your flows, bring your subpoenas. See you in Philly this upcoming Wednesday, July 23rd. Get your tickets at nofilterlive.com. Bye. Bye.